my channel, everybody, the Slugs and Spuds growing plot. Today I'm going to show you what I'm going to use the dandelions that I've pulled up out of the garden for. Don't worry, I've left plenty for the bees. I've collected the flower heads, the open flower heads, and some unopened ones as well. There's things that you can do with those. You can make teas and things out of the roots, but I'll not be doing that today. And obviously you can use the leaves as well in salads, so just wash it and add it to your meal. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make an oil infusion, and then I'll use that oil infusion when that's ready at a later date to make the salve with using beeswax. Okay, so I'll just do that first. So first of all, you just want the flower petals, so not the green bit, but wash them first. Just give them a good rinse. I've only got a little jar, so just got that little jar, and I did make some calendula salve last year. And I still have a great big massive jar of that, so I don't want to make too much. So just a quick little rinse. Just dab off the moisture with some blue roll. Just ignore those for a sec, they're for something else. Just dabbing off the moisture. And I'm going to pull the petals off when I've done that. And so I want 3 parts flower petals to 1 part oil. You can use different oils. I'm using sunflower oil myself. You can use coconut oil, other different vegetable oils. Okay, it's as simple as that. I've not filled it to the top, and I didn't measure it out or anything. I just kind of eyeballed it. As long as the petals are all covered. So that'll just be stored now in a cool dark place for 3 to 4 weeks, and then I'll go on to use that in a salve. All these bits won't go to waste. They can be given to the chickens, they'll love it, so don't be worrying that the bees could have had those. Okay, so next I'm going to make some dandelion capers. Okay, dandelion capers are just the unopened buds of the flower, the dandelion, sorry. I have stripped, when you pick them off the plant, they've got these little leaves at the bottom. I have just pulled those off. Okay, and again, they'll go to the chickens, so nothing goes to waste. Used a little sieve to rinse them and just give them a little bit of a wash, because on my dandelions there's all little tiny black beetles which you don't really want to be munching on. Oh, do you? You might like eating bugs. I don't. I do love bugs. I used to keep them. Not black beetles though. Lovely, beautiful metallic green African beetles and things like that. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, aren't I? So right, because I only have got a little jar with me at home, somebody's given me a load of jars at the allotment, but I've gone and left them all in the shed, and I'm not sure if I'll like these, so I don't want to make a great big batch anywhere. So I just measured how much will fit in this little jar. So I'm going to adjust the recipe that I've got, because it says 1 cup of water and 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, but obviously I can't fit that in that jar, can I? So I'm just going to do half a cup. I'm just going to put it all in a pan. Half a cup of apple cider vinegar. This is an organic one, I don't know if it matters or not. See, obviously this is going to be way too much to fit in that jar, but it doesn't matter. And 1 tablespoon to the half cups of those. Spoon. Tablespoon or teaspoon. Tablespoon. Like I said, this is the first time I've tried this, so. And all we're going to do is we're going to put those in there for now, and we're going to boil this mixture I've just made in here and just put it over the top. Just make sure they're all covered. Right, so let's go and boil this. Okay, so I've put my jar in some hot water, so there's not too much of a difference of temperatures of the glass and the boiled solution that I've made. I'm just scared that the glass will crack. And just pour it on, so you're covering it all. Up to the top. I suppose they'll squash down underneath. Okay, and that's it really. Just screw the lid on properly. There you go. Right, so the instructions say that you must put it in the fridge for at least 24 hours before you use it, but apparently you can eat them straight away like that and you don't have to roast them. So I'll give those a go when they're ready. I'm not expecting I won't like them. I'm a bit of a fussy eater actually, but we'll see. I'd forgotten about my capers, so they've been in the fridge for 4 days. I don't remember in the recipe it saying how long you had to use them by. I'm presuming because it's in vinegar they last quite a long time. So, and I'm a bit nervous because I'm not adventurous with food. It's not, for me it's not the taste, it's the texture of things. Like I can't stand things like fried onions. I just think they're slimy like slugs. Right, so let's have a look. Right, here goes. I feel like I'm doing one of those jungle challenges where you have to eat bugs. This one was slightly open because I squashed it when I was putting it in, but I don't think it'll make any difference. Right, so it just smells of vinegar obviously. Right, I'm ready. No. Oh, you think I won't just... I can't even swallow this one. Right. They're quite chewy. You know when you've got a piece of meat that's like gristly. Not gristly, but tough. It's hard to get rid of. It's like that. Obviously it tastes of vinegar because it's been pickled in vinegar. But with something else, it doesn't matter what it is, I don't like them. I'm going to try one more. Should I get a big one? Oh, look at that. Big juicy one. Oh. Why do people say these taste gorgeous? They don't. No, they don't. Not to me. I might leave them a bit longer. Maybe I'd eat them if I was desperately starving. But it's not like, I'm not a fan of sprouts really. I think there might be other ways that it'll make me like them by what method of cooking I use, but they're edible to me. These are barely edible to me. Connor's gonna give them a go. Always brave. I've already told him they're nasty.
It smells.
It's just vinegar because they're pickled. Have you chewed it? You're still chewing it? I thought you'd swallowed it whole then. Do you like them? Interest you in another?
I don't like them. They're just
What do you think?
not that good. No, not. They're pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
Well, some people think they're delicious, but do you agree? They're just not, are they? Maybe they're only nice if you roast them. Let's try that. I hate wasting food. The thing is, I want to like them. They're a free food that can be stored, so I'm all up for that. Right, I'm going to use them all, so I'm going to drain. Draw of joy. I'm going to drain all the vinegar off. Might as well put them all in the oven at once, hadn't I? Okay, so I can use my jar for something else. This I'm just going to tip them on, spread them about. I'll put a little bit of oil on them. Actually, I'm going to use my spray oil. I'm guessing they won't take long. I don't know how long or what temperature, but I tend to cook everything on 200 anyway. I'm not Mrs. Domestic, as my family know. I do burn everything. So if you like charcoal, I'm your woman. I've not burnt them. Right, let's give them a go. They smell alright actually. So I'll get a few, like you'd eat them like beans. Here goes. No. initially I thought, oh, no, slightly more edible than raw. Don't know. Maybe try them with a bit of butter. No. I've tried my best. I really just don't like them. Right, for the next thing I'm going to do two things at once. I'm making myself a tea, which is just flowers that are going to be boiled in some water. And you can do that with the root as well, but like I said, I'm not doing anything with the root today. And also I found a recipe that says that you can fry the flowers and you dip them in batter. But I'm going to do my own version of, I sometimes have something called grated cake. It's not a cake, it looks like a pancake, but it's just made with spuds and flour mixed. So I'm going to mix spuds and flour. I've not got any specific measurements for that. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm only going to make a little one because I might not like this. And you just make it to the consistency that you would with a pancake. I'll be chucking these in, so I'm just going to fry it in a pan the same as you would a pancake, totally the same. Just do it on one side, flip it over, do the other. Okay. Right, so there's me potato cake, fritter, whatever you want to call it, and my dandelion brew. So it's been cooling for a while. I'm not going to put milk and sugar in it, although I normally would with a normal cup of tea, but I'll try it without first. It won't smell nice. It's not too bad. I don't know, can't decide. I've got a coffee over there as backup. I think I could get used to that. It's like a cup of tea, but like you've stuck a load of grass in it or something. I don't know, it's weird. Get a bit with a good bit of dandelion in it. Normally with a grated cake I would have butter all over it, but I'll try that without as well. Maybe the spud's too overpowering, but just tastes like normal grated cake to me. I'm going to put some butter on it now. I had sausage rolls cooking as a backup as well, but I don't think I might need so many now. Well, I suppose I've got to wash up now. Was alright that. There are a couple more things that you can make with dandelions, which I've not got the ingredients to do this time, but you can make jam and you can make bath salts as well, and you can make a vinegar. The vinegar is really simple though. You just put it into apple cider vinegar and leave it for a certain amount of time, and then just strain it off. I think in about 3 or 4 weeks. 2 weeks. So today we're ready to make a dandelion salve using the dandelions that I've been stewing in the oil that I did at the beginning of the video. So this has been sitting in oil for about 3 to 4 weeks at least, and we're going to use beeswax pellets. You can get this in what do you call it, like an ingot, like a gold ingot, like in a block, or you can get it in pellet form. Apparently the yellow one is the best one to use. There's like a paler colour that you can use, and somebody did say to me that it's too refined or something like that, so the yellowish one is the best one to go for. So Connor's going to do this, yeah, little lesson for you. Didn't you help me last year when we did the calendula? Shows how memorable it was then. I'm sure you did. So we've got our dandelion petals in oil, we've got our beeswax, and I'm going to add as well, or Connor's going to add, should I say, some Parma Violet oil. This is my favourite scent in the world. I wish I could make it myself, but apparently the true Parma Violet is from Italy, I think it is, and it's quite hard to get hold of the true Parma Violet. I've got lots of wild violets in the garden, but they don't smell as strong as this apparently. So, right, the recipe says 1 cup of oil to 1 ounce of beeswax. So we've not got a cup of oil, we're just going to do a tiny bit today. So first of all, what you need to do, Connor, is get that sieve from over there. Right? It's going to sieve the mixture. So just pour that, Connor, through the sieve as though you're pouring it into that next jar. Right, so just do it a bit at a time because it's running down the sides. Hang on, wait. See, we've lost a little bit. Stop now for a minute. Go and get a spoon. Yeah, you can use that and just push on it a little bit. Just push on the dandelion so the oil gets squeezed out. You just keep pushing it over the... That's it. Right, now you can pour some more in. Just once you've squeezed it properly. Right, now pour the rest of your stuff in.
Smells.
Smells of what?
Smells.
Right, do the same. That'll do. Do the same with your spoon. Right, so weigh your empty jar. Right, so note what it says. Oh, right, now weigh your full jar. Right, so what's the difference?
37.
Well, 36, 37, yeah. Right, so it was about 37 grams on the scales. The reason we've done it like that and not put it in a jug and seen how many fluid ounce it is because there's so little it doesn't register on what we've got here. So, but I've converted it via Google and it works out as about 1.2 ounces. So, we're going to have to do some maths here because 1 cupful to 1 ounce of beeswax. Now a cupful is about, in the UK, 250 millilitres. So we need millilitres really. Right, we'll do some maths. Right, we've had to do a load of converting. I wish I'd just done a bigger batch now and just started with the cupful. But it works out that we've got 37 grams of oil and we need just 4 grams of the pellets. Right, are you ready, Connor? We're going to do a double boil like you do when you're melting chocolate. You've got a pan and then you've got another vessel that's heat proof. So we've got a Pyrex bowl. Right, I've already boiled the kettle, Connor, so right, pour some boiling water in your pan. Right, all Connor's going to do is tip his beeswax that he's just measured out and his oil into the bowl on top. He's turned the hob on and he's going to put, don't know how much will be enough, it's quite strong this Parma Violet, about 5 drops of that in, Connor. So put those in first, put your oil in first actually. It's just fizzing because we've spilled the water. Yeah. there's only a tiny hole that couldn't see. 1. Oh, go on, just do some more shakes. Let's have it really strong, not too strong actually. Just do a tiny bit more.
There's 6.
Just do a tiny bit more. Because some of it landed on the edge of the bowl. That'll do, that'll do. Right, get yourself a spoon and just stir it until... So Connor's going to stir it now until the pellets have totally melted. You don't have to do it that roughly, just gentle. So as you can see, all the pellets have melted. So what Connor's going to do now is just tip it into a jar. Don't touch the bottom of the bowl, but you can hold it by the top. It's still quite cool, that. Yeah, and just carefully empty it into a jar here. Okay, so it's got a couple of little bits in, but that can be sieved again. So you just let that cool and it should solidify if we've put enough beeswax in. And if not, you'll have to remelt it and put some more in maybe. Eh? Yeah. And that's that finished. It's turned out a really beautiful yellow colour. I did put it in the fridge just to speed up the setting. I wish I'd made a bigger batch now. The calendula that I did last year, that was yellow as well, but it was a lot paler in colour. But this one looks beautiful. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you want to see more things like this of me making things using natural resources, or just want to keep up with what I'm doing on the allotment or in the back garden, which is a subtropical jungle theme, well, that's what I'm aiming for, please click like and subscribe, and thank you to all those that have subscribed already. I really do appreciate it, and if you have any comments or any suggestions of other things that you would like me to try and do, or any suggestions in the garden or whatever, you think something would look good or whatever, I'll be really happy for you to comment below and share your tips and tricks and ideas. So bye for now.